What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Content Breaker, and I am Boy Genius Zog, and that's a goddamn lie because I am no genius whatsoever.
That's not true.
But I am going to be talking about a boy genius today in Dexters Lab, along with Get Out of My Laboratory Strange, Kelz Dark, and
Kelz Dark.
I had to go with something, man. And dial S for static. How y'all doing?
Strange got me
Well,
sick.
I did. It was my fault.
I am sorry for the spiking, but I'm here and I'm ready to talk about Dexter. Not the murderer, but the good one.
We're talking about the boy genius with the laboratory.
The morally gray boy genius. Yes.
How is it morally gray?
He does questionable things.
Everything he does is justified.
Yeah, like turning his sister into a monster.
She was already one to begin
Destroying
with.
half the city.
It needed to be for gentrification.
Several times, actually. It's very weird how many times Dee Dee turns into an abomination.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You know, before he basically just like gets her kicked out, and was it out of the house or just his laboratory? Either way, he hires a sex worker after that.
Oh, yeah.
I missed that episode.
Yeah, he does.
All
was
right,
very
Gindi.
I remember this very
I think I
specifically.
missed
Yeah, it was
that
just like,
episode.
You need to dance. You need to dance. Okay, but that's gonna cost extra.
yeah. $50 extra. What?
This
And then
show is the epitome of I did not get that as a kid.
Yeah. This and
It's much funnier now that I watched it back as an adult. I was like, oh no, oh my childhood's ruined. All these jokes I didn't.
no, your
get.
childhood is great. That was goated. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Or the like
Yeah.
in the exact same episode, he's like, no, you got to be like, which button should I push? And she's like, okay, which button should I push? And he goes, excuse me, one moment. He goes, takes a cold shower, comes back. I'm like, no, no.
Dumps a bucket of cold water on a second.
Yeah.
It was very.
But this
It's a good show.
It is. It's a very entertaining and creative shoe.
I think you mean show.
It is a good shoe.
No, I don't.
It
Very
is.
supportive.
I mean, shoe. It is what it is. I support it. But yeah, it's why we're doing this is because it's still Gindi month. Like,
It's still Gindi Mom.
Gindi
Mom.
don't you forget it because is this a G?
We certainly
Is it like a
haven't.
G? Is this a G? I don't know. Oh,
No.
edit that out.
Like-
Sorry.
No.
Anyway,
It's Gindi Month.
Gindi month. No affiliations here at Content Breaker. We just accidentally put up the wrong sign. Anyway, but so in Gindi month, we have talked so far about Gindi overall. Then we talked about the iconic symbiotic titan, and now here we are to like probably his most notable work, I would say. Next to Samurai Jack, I feel like Dexter's the most notable. I think that's a safe bet to say.
It's so crazy that he goes from Dexter's Laboratory to Samurai Jack in terms of tone and kind of cinematic storytelling. But both are incredibly unique, but really both feel just like Gindi.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The over the top, the anime inspired, the cultural references. Like Dexter's Laboratory has a bunch of them.
It does. It
Some
does.
I wouldn't even have gotten. Like what's the one with the plants come to life, and at the end the dad's like, his head's in like only his head because he's buried in the soil. So he does like a feed me. It's like Little shop,
that?
little
Yeah,
shop of horrors.
Little
that's
Shop
what
of
it is.
Horrors.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, what a reference.
Yeah.
Would have not gotten that as a kid, but
So I do have one like gripe with this rundown. Like Dexter's mom's thickness is not on it.
You
Hey,
have
you
the
had plenty
power.
of time to add shit.
I'm just saying.
You have the power to change things.
I'm just saying,
I
like,
gave you editor status. You could do it your damn self.
when we talk about iconic Dexter Laboratory things, like, we all know it's Mrs. Incredible, Dexter's mom, and who else had the yams? There was a whole thing about this in like 2020. There was a whole dead ass. There was a whole 2-day Twitter war about everybody arguing for who was the most yammed up cartoon character. I think Miss Incredible edged out because of her possibilities, but we won't talk about that.
the
So
only one I
That
could
ain't
think
the only
of
reason.
was the Big Hero 6 mom or something like
yeah,
that.
she was in there. She
Oh
was
yeah,
in
the
there.
aunt.
Yeah, the aunt was
The
in the
aunt.
discussion, and so
Okay, that's all. I was like, I don't know anybody else.
yeah, so was Timmy Turner's
Fucking
mom was in
Twitter
there too.
war.
It was great.
There's a new one every other day.
It was great.
Ain't nobody gonna remember the details.
We all remember this one. It was the War of the 20s. But
Next content breaker video.
Robot
The
Boy's
2-day
mom. That
Twitter
was the
war.
other contender. It was like
Oh,
Robot Boy's
oh,
mom,
oh.
Dexter's
Oh.
mom, and like Miss Incredible were the top 3 because like Google Robot Boy's mom, if you don't know, like that was a whole
He's
thing.
not- yeah. Okay. that
Internet
makes
was
sense,
wild that day.
actually.
That was like my favorite day on the internet because I was just like, who? Yeah, you see,
Oh,
Kelz is like,
got the square heads on Cartoon Network, bro.
Oh, that one. Okay. I was literally thinking about that show, Robot Jones.
no, this is
It's like,
she can
Whatever
never.
happened to Robot Jones? I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
This is a joke.
high school, man.
But yeah,
Fucks everybody up.
that's the other reason why Dexter's Laboratory is like iconic because his mom had the yams, like, and I feel like his mom was also. There's also a theory that Dexter's mom was who's that one character whose face you never see? Miss
Bellum?
Miss Bellum, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a whole theory about that because like someone did the Pythagorean theorem and like got a parabola of like their shapes and it was like identical and it was like the internet was really on fire. What a time! What a time!
But
Can't
yes,
imagine.
Dexter's mom design.
Cool.
10 out of 10. Which is one of the many things that really distinguishes Gendy's first Cartoon Network original show.
Yes. That and like, I feel like the
Let's talk about...
willingness to just do everything.
go ahead.
Like, sorry, go ahead. Like,
No, let's kind of preface Dexter's Laboratory.
yes.
Okay? So it's a Cartoon Network original starting out in 1996. I think it's in the cartoon era where they're really beginning to just say, fuck it, man. If you've got something and you can make it, we're going to fund it.
Yes.
Yeah. They took a very Hanna-Barbera approach to it in that era, where it was just, throw it on TV, if it get views, we gonna make it. And actually, Dexter's Lab was the last show to ever be made in the Hanna-Barbera studio.
Oh wow. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was also the best. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Of all the Hanna-Barbera shows, you're like,
All the
Dexter
Hanna-Barbera.
Laboratory, the pinnacle. Nothing could... That's why they closed it after Dexter.
Yeah, because
They
Scooby Doo
said-
wasn't Hanna-Barbera, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, the second best. Then.
Scooby-Doo and all the Scooby-Doo ripoffs were Hanna-Barbera.
Wait, are you telling me Martin
Yes.
Mystery is Hanna-Barbera? Nope,
Martin
that's
Mystery?
Nickelodeon. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, say that's different.
Don't worry about it. But
We're talking about your Jabberjaws, your Josie and the Pussycats, your there was one more I can't remember the name of, but yes.
the Flintstones, the Jetsons.
Those were also Hanna-Barbera.
Those were also
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera, yes.
But no, really, I guess since Scooby-Doo was Hanna-Barbera, like Dexter's Laboratory is number 2 then. But it might be the best number 2 out there. So here's
this
to number
is some
2.
crazy stuff though. Like Hanna-Barbera Studios also putting out stuff from the era, like Johnny Bravo
Solid.
and Ed, Ed and Eddie
Solid.
and the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, maybe Dexter's Laboratory is
So-
number 4.
What a way to go out, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder, I really wonder, like, does Gindi have any, like, any say in the music department? Because all of the intros and theme songs are absolute bangers. Like, Symbiotic Titan, we all know Samurai Jack's probably one of the most iconic openings ever. Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory, like, this is just killing it, man. And I wonder, like, since this was, like, kind of his first project, if this is, like, what spurred him to go in this direction to keep it, like, going.
This was the first one where he actually got to take the reins on it and make basically all the creative decisions
Yeah.
to start things off. So, yeah, he definitely had a say in the music, but he's not the one who, like, made it.
Yeah. It's like, okay. So, well, yeah, no, it's a vibe. So, but yeah, you were saying
music-wise, we've got folks like Thomas Chase and Stephen Rucker and Gary Lionel working on 79 episodes, who have also worked on Zodiac from 2007. You know that one?
Yeah.
Nope.
But the Powerpuff Girls and some other stuff. So, definitely professionals in the industry that know, like, their place in it.
Yeah.
Doing really good work.
Cool. Shout out to them being in the industry. One can only hope to be in the industry and succeed, truly, like one does in the industry. But one thing, like, what do y'all want from me? I'm trying my best.
It's just like in the industry.
In the industry.
Well,
You make music fit to cartoons.
speaking of the cartoon industry in Dexter's Laboratory, it takes a lot from, the Eastern cartoon industry, which is anime. And we have things like giant mech fights with the Robo Dexto 2000. Like, that was a
But-
whole...
Did you ask for giant president fights though?
I mean...
Yes,
Yes.
Do y'all remember that episode?
I do remember that.
It's like,
Man, Dark makes himself a George robot out of Mount Rushmore.
say, Dexter, how do you get inanimate objects to come to life again? Oh, you use the tri-magnetic field or whatever he said. He's like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
the giant presidents fight each other. Abe Lincoln shoots a cannon from his, or whatever, from his hat. It was great.
yeah, I mean... I was talking about Dexobot, but yeah, we're talking about giant presidents too, fighting each other. It's fine.
The mechs
It's
are
all
pretty lit.
Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
I have a very specific memory and, like, place of being that I really associate with all of this shit.
Uh-huh.
Like,
A couch?
I remember waking up. I would wake up ready for elementary school, right?
Shout out elementary
And I'd
school.
go.
Young
I'd
Kelz.
get up and I'd go sleep on the couch because fuck it, I still have time. And then I will wake up and watch Dexter's Lab before going to school, and it was like, man, even thinking back about all of this, it's just like taking me to a place. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is. It's like a whole vibe. For me, it's just like, a simpler time and like like just his walk is so iconic. Like the sound of Dexter walking is still clear as day in my head with a little like type thing. And
Yeah, the almost sandpaper-like sound.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is just like, because I remember there was that one episode where I think he did an episode where there was like no sound or anything, or it was like something was happening. And Dexter kept walking back and forth, and he had like a long way to walk. So there was just silence with him just like walking down a long hallway and like to flip a switch or something and then walking back. Like, I very clearly remember that happening.
The styles
There were a couple very no dialogue episodes.
Yeah, and it kind of shows like one of the show's strengths. It's really just one of those you could sit down and watch, but it's quite entertaining when you do.
Yeah.
Like you have a wide range of like, yeah, one day he's gonna fly up and punch a meteor with his robot, and like the president calls him and says, "Good job, Dexter," or whatever. The next moment you're watching a documentary about like Dexter and Dee Dee and just their day in the lives of like it's like a nature documentary. I was like, huh, I forgot about this episode. It's like, here we see the mysterious Blackfoot. Just what we will call him. I was like, okay.
Yeah, or you get like the whole thing with like the Justice Society. I think it was, right?
Oh yeah, the Justice Friends.
Yeah, Justice Friends.
Yeah, just
living day by day,
Where they just
ordinary life.
Yeah, you had like rip off Thor, rip off Hulk, and rip off like Captain America. It was great.
Captain America / Superman.
Yeah. What's his name? Like something Eagle or something?
Major Glory.
Major Glory.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
That's a dope name.
So he served Uncle Sam when Uncle Sam came to visit one time, or was coming to visit, and he had to make sure everybody was perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
Freaking great.
I need you to run around the world 500 times and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, it's like, okay.
It's complete and utter superhero nonsense living in like suburbia.
Yeah. It was great.
And one
though.
So
episode.
it was Teen Titans Go long before Teen Titans Go, except it was good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Real dig at Teen Titans Go, but well deserved dig.
Oh,
because
surprise,
they suck.
surprise. Who hasn't been digging at that show since it came out?
No, they suck. I agree. So, yeah, Dexter's, like I said, had a lot of moments where it came from, like, anime and whatnot. And besides, like, the kaiju, it's like, what was some other, like, aspects that Dexter's really, had in common with the anime scene?
Well, he's a real big fan of Power Rangers, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because almost every time he had to make a giant robot or something, he made it where multiple people could pilot it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Including
that also
one episode
happen?
where he straight up had to fight a Godzilla, so he suited himself and his family up in Power Ranger suits. It was just like, hey, let's go.
So
I'm a genius.
In 1993, that's one of the major popular mediums from Japan, is really in giant robots and Godzilla. Godzilla is probably the number one influencing factor at this stage. So that's why you have, you don't really have a lot of any other influences other than kind of the general stuff that's in pop culture, like ninjas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Godzilla as a genre, a kaiju giant robot thing, that's really the standout that is a touchstone for something that's not just traditionally Western.
True. Yeah, and I know, granted it's more like, not Western, but more so like comedic. Or not comedic, comical. Oh God, those both mean funny.
Yeah, same
comics, like comic books.
Yeah.
I hate the English language so much. But we had like the team ups, like with Blue Falcon and Dexter. Where Blue Falcon came and he was like, "Yo, can you fix my dog?" And Dexter was like, "Oh my God, you got to fix your dog!" And then he becomes like Dexter, and he throws a D, and it's really weird, but like it's fun, and it was a kind of
It was basically some Fairly Odd Parents shit before Fairly Odd Parents.
how,
But like,
yes,
well, so like, no, I
He
could
literally dresses up and becomes a little superhero, just like
oh, the Crimson
Timmy did
Chin,
with the
yeah,
Crimson
yeah,
Chin
yeah.
thing.
Completely forgot about that. I just the horrible Fairly Odd Parents overrides the good Fairly Odd Parents for me, sadly.
And a lot of like whenever like a big explosion or sound effect would happen, they'd type the word, they put the words in there, like the explosion. So that's like comic books as well. So
Yeah.
a lot of
little
comic book,
a little anime.
a lot of pop culture references.
Gotta
like,
throw that onomatopoeia in there.
Blam.
pretty much.
This is where Strange edits blam.
It's a
right in front of
JoJo's
me.
reference.
Go blam.
Strange put blam right here. Blam.
Make a note. Put a timestamp. Something.
Okay, 20 minutes in, put blam. Blam on 20.
Well, I know, like, and something that took me by surprise while watching this back, I think it was during the Adieu Fromage episode, because I got to go back and watch
Oh, fuck.
that. Literally, he's like, password, Star Wars. I'm like, yo, can he do that?
Mm-hmm.
Could they do that? Is that a thing?
Back then, yeah.
Like, I remember
I
the
think you'd
whisper
get away
talk,
with it.
too.
The whisper talk?
Yeah. Where he's like whispering slowly into something, you remember? Where it's like almost sensual?
Adieu Fromage.
Where he was doing some like ASMR shit.
Yeah. Like,
I don't remember that episode, but
I remember. Peppertron remembers.
I remember.
I remember.
I remember. You remember. You remember.
But yeah, you can't talk about Dexter's Laboratory without talking about like probably the most iconic from Dexter, the most iconic character from Dexter's Laboratory besides his mom, Dee Dee. Like,
Oh.
I feel like Dee Dee is the biggest
Tread very
antithesis.
carefully here.
Dee Dee is the biggest antithesis of cartoon for me, because like literally, Dee Dee was like the first. She was the first Candace, really, from Phineas and Ferb. That's the way I can describe it. Like, she was the first annoying, like, sibling that wanted to stop what the other sibling was doing. And she was virtually unstoppable. Like, this man discovered code fusion and could not stop his sister from entering his laboratory. Yeah.
Laboratory.
Yeah.
This is true. She would always find a way in, like, no matter what. It's kind of
Thing
crazy.
is, she didn't mean to like break any of his stuff or anything. She was just going in there, just being like, "Hey, I want to hang out with my brother. I want to have some fun." She's just too damn stupid to realize, hey, everything in here is super volatile. You are the cause of these explosions.
Stupid or just rude? Probably just rude.
Ew, that's an entirely different episode. That one got banned.
Wait.
Oh,
what?
yeah, the root removal? Yeah.
Rude Awakening, yeah.
What was that about?
Cartoon Network showed it once and was just like, "Oh no, never again," and just pulled it.
What happened?
There's a mythical episode called Root Removal in which
They cross-dress?
Oh.
Dexter builds a machine to remove all the rudeness out of them, and then and then it makes
It does the
rude
opposite.
rude clones of them, I think.
Mhm.
Okay.
And these clones apparently, like the recorded audio, they actually swore, like
Huh.
where the f are we? Like, you know, it's just like, but like in the premiere episode, like they would bleep it out. But I think there is a version out there that you can watch
Completely
that is
uncensored.
uncensored. Yeah, it was weird. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, they're
I don't know
cowards.
It's
about
kind of
that.
like they treated it a lot like the smoking episode in Cow and Chicken, where it was just like they showed it once and Cartoon Network realized, oh, that's the thing we put money into. I don't like this. Let's take it out.
So you're saying it's like James cross-dressing in Pokemon? Or the guns in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Or the guns of Pokemon.
Yeah.
A little bit like that, yeah. That's how they treated it, basically.
That was...
I honestly think.
I always
think
wondered
the
why we
real
never got a
kicker
Dr-
is
Always wondered why we never got a Dratini episode.
that specifically.
I know.
Too many
Makes me
guns to
sad.
censor. But you know what's really weird to me? Like,
Too many guns.
it's like...
There was only one. It just got pointed at the kid. It just got pointed at the main kid.
It's so weird to me because, like, literally guns are banned in Japan, but not America. Yet the episode was banned in America, not Japan. So,
Well, which place has more
Censorship
shootings
laws
than
are
the other?
bullshit.
Yeah. Censorship and like which place has more shootings, America or Japan?
well, back in the day, it was still America, but like, I mean, that's like saying, like, who has more stabbings? Japan, because they don't have guns, and they just stab happy. They shake over there a lot.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Just anyone can get a hold of a knife.
Yeah, or make one.
so did you really want to talk about Dee Dee, or did you want to talk about the other iconic character
Who?
on the list?
Mandark?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, everybody talks about Mandark. Yeah, I was trying to give DD some love, but yeah, Mandark.
Dee Dee's a fun
Mandark
character.
does that enough.
Yeah, Mandark is a whole menace. He's like, I feel like he's also the OG Crocker. Like,
I can see that.
and it's weird because, like, his mom, Ocean Bird, and, like, freaking his dad, Windbear, are just
Oh yeah, I forgot they were hippies.
So it's
Yeah.
Yeah. His parents are complete and utter hippies.
like, it's,
Hell, Mandark isn't even his real name.
what is his real name?
Susan.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
forgot about
It's
that.
Susan.
He is literally a boy named Sue.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Serendipity.
That's so
I
great.
thought you'd get that.
Boy named Sue.
It's a fuck.
A book?
Johnny Cash wrote a song about a boy named Sue.
Yep. Literally, whoop. Unless it's hurt, whoop.
Really? I mean, not saying "Hurt's" not a good song, but "Hurt's" a cover. Really good.
I know,
cover.
which is
Not-
crazy. Like,
The right man took it over. But
yeah. I hurt
Lord have mercy.
myself today. Sorry. Anyway. But yeah. So, yeah, Mandark is like pretty annoying, honestly. But like that episode where he like became like an evil overlord, like that was pretty dope.
That wasn't an episode. That was the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was Cartoon Network's first ever original movie called Ego Trip. And it literally does the Endgame and No Way Home thing. Time travel and multiple versions of the main character getting together.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that actually. It was so weird. I was like, I like this though, but
Yeah.
it's like weird.
It was nice. Yeah. And it's weird because, like, you know, so it's like they're two sides of the coin, maybe, because Mandark is like, I mean, they're both like pretentious little boys who are way too smart for their own good. But Mandark's just like a hoe. I mean, not like a hoe in a bad way, but like he's like, he's the antithesis of Dexter, so he has to be like, you know, not as likable as Dexter, but they really could be like parallels.
They are parallels. They're rivals to each other. Actually, Mandark's first episode is called Dexter's Rival.
Yeah.
And the only real difference between the two is that Mandark needs people to know he is superior. Whereas Dexter's just kind of like, of course I am. Look at all the shit I did.
Yeah. He lets his achievement speak for itself, you know?
Yeah.
Mandark, I don't think really cares about his lab being secret very much because like his whole house is like you go up to his house
mean-
and literally there's just a giant laboratory there.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
okay.
let's be honest. Dexter doesn't really care all that much either. His house will literally open up and giant robots will fly out.
Yeah.
Or the ground will open up at his house and his newest experiment will just walk out.
Yeah, his parents never figured it out.
Yeah, well,
So,
parents were kind of stupid back then in animated shows.
so are y'all taking... Is anybody taking Mandark over Dexter? Okay, let's say you've got, like, literally... You've got Tony Stark coming after you to kill you with War Machine. You can either have Mandark or Dexter. Who you taking? Or Martian Manhunter. I'm just
Martian Manhunter.
The Martian
Yeah.
I'm
Manhunter.
just playing.
Of
Hands
course.
down.
I'm
Hands
just,
down.
I'm just playing.
I'm taking John every day of the week. Come on.
Hell yeah.
I'm just playing. But,
I would take Mandark, man.
me too.
Yeah, I
I
was about
feel
to
like
say-
Dexter just gonna hoe it, but I feel like Mandark gonna be about that action.
I feel like Mandark's
Honest-
inventions worked more consistently overall, but like I don't know, Dexter always just kind of.
I would hate to have a Mandark based show, right?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
Mandark's inventions, but I would not hang out
Yeah.
or otherwise fuck with Mandark until he got his shit
I
together.
feel that.
At least this way, if shit goes wrong and I know I'm going out, that bitch went out first.
Yeah. Like I trust Mandark to like secure the body. You know, like okay, wait. I trust him to like, you know, I feel like he has more lethal stuff than Dexter as well. Like I feel like Dexter's more like I'm built for science and curiosity, you know. Mandark's like I built an evisceration ray that after it eviscerates you, it brings them back and eviscerates them a second time so you can witness it in slow mo.
Is that the Demon King? Is that what he?
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Come on, our house?
I'm gonna
No.
go with yes.
No.
Oh, you talking
Demon
about yeah, you talking about Anos Vodigo. That's what you talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He's like, die,
That's the sound of
bring
my
you back.
heart beating.
die.
Misfit of Demon King was the name of the anime.
Anyway, sorry.
yeah.
I was like,
Don't apologize
Okay.
to me. Apologize to everybody else.
no. No, I would hate a Mandark based show just overall. Like Dexter is way more interesting.
I
you know-
love that Mandark is so annoying
Yeah.
as a counterpoint to how wonderfully unique Dexter is,
Yeah.
but only in spurts.
Yeah. I kind of see that like with the structure of the episode, like each kind of story progression plot, whatever it is, only is like 6-7 minutes long, and then it's like it's broken up into 3 parts or whatever. I think that really kind of works out. And then we have like the Justice Friends or
Justice
the
Friends.
Monkey.
Dial in for Monkey and all
The
that.
Dial
monkey's
in for
crazy.
monkey.
Which Dial in for Monkey, fucking awesome.
Yeah, I wish we got a whole series of that. Actually, that was lit.
Yeah, I love the monkey.
And did
honestly.
Mandark have what was his?
He had the fucking duck.
That's
Yeah.
right, the duck. Ah, I forgot about the duck. The duck was lit.
I
was like,
forget what. I forget exactly what the whole like. It had the same kind of long ass fucking name as like Dial in for Monkey or whatever.
Yeah.
But I forget what the duck was.
Was it Q
All
up
I
for
remember-
quack or something? I can't remember.
Something. I don't remember. But all I remember is that one episode where the little duck uses its powers.
Quackor.
Gets all
Quackor.
suited. Yeah. Gets all suited up and just walks over into Dexter's lab, fights the monkey to the point where both of them were so beaten, battered, and bruised they can barely move, and then just lays an egg, and they're just like, "Aw, baby." Cuddle with each other like it's a big happy family.
Yeah, that was weird. They made out.
It's like,
That
what
was
the
weird, yeah.
fuck is this shit?
Yeah, no, that was super weird. I remember that too now. And his name was,
Yeah.
his name was Quackinator.
the word-
or Quackor or something like that.
There we go. Yeah, the word experimental, that
Yeah.
pretty much defines Dexter's Lab.
You know what's weird? I think Cartoon Network had a weird ass thing with ducks. Because I remember that duck in Billy and Mandy too that was like a ghost murder. Like, y'all remember?
No, it's just a serial farter. It would literally just follow people and go like, until it got you thrown in prison.
Yeah, but it got that dude killed though too.
It's Billy and Mandy. I assume one person dies every episode.
I know, but I'm just saying,
But,
like, he's out there murdering people, yeah. It's crazy. I don't trust ducks. No ducks. Only mallards.
Nah, man. That's a duck.
That
It's
Yeah.
still a duck.
it is a type of duck.
Only geese.
That's
Fuck
not a
geese,
duck.
they're worse.
I mean,
I hate those little bastards.
Geese are dope, bro. I will breed some fighting geese. Wait, no, probably shouldn't say that on the internet.
That's illegal.
Man geese.
all right.
Not
Last
to
time
fight
we'll
each
see
Quack,
other.
quack.
Not to
Quack,
fight
quack.
each other, to like defend my home in case of invasion.
Sorry. Honk, honk, honk.
I'm gonna get on
Honk,
little
honk,
Power
honk,
Ranger
honk.
suits. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. All right, where are we?
Who knows, man? Ooh,
Well, I
let's
was-
talk about Agent Honey because damn.
Yes.
Since we were
I
talking,
forgot about
since we were
Agent
talking about
Honey.
Monkey, let's talk about how weird this stuff really gets.
It's really weird.
Because she had like a relationship with Monkey, didn't she?
Not really.
full on,
Oh.
like going on dates and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
outside
yeah.
the mask.
Yeah.
Outside of the mask, so she knew the monkey face and everything.
May have said outside the mask.
Like,
Outside that.
it was wild, bro. Like, even for like a kid, I knew that this was weird. And like, it was really weird. And there's really nothing you can say about it. And it was just really weird. And I kind of wish it hadn't happened. I prefer Beautiful Gorgeous over Agent Honey. Or Honeydew, or whatever her name is. Beautiful Gorgeous from Jimmy Neutron.
About to Google my ass, beautiful, gorgeous. But yes, I agree. You know, does Jimmy Neutron compete?
Yeah, it's a good comparison. Oh,
Dexter's
look at me.
Lab.
Yeah, look at me.
No,
Boom,
it's a
boom,
great
boom, bam.
comparison.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all go hate
I
me.
mean, Dexter's Lab was clearly an inspiration for Jimmy Neutron.
Y'all gonna hate me for saying this. Y'all gonna really hate me for saying this.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Anyway,
yeah,
I think I prefer Jimmy Neutron over Dexter's Lab.
okay.
Okay.
no, that's
Yeah.
fine. Like, that's
I
a fine
also
thing to
think
say.
pineapple should not be on pizza.
Okay.
Okay.
I see nothing wrong.
I
with that
also
statement.
think that the superior race. Anyway,
I'm like, there it is.
I'm not gonna lie. I was still completely ready to just go, okay, and just move on to the next one.
I can't give this show
It's-
canceled. We haven't made it yet.
It is kind of weird though, how like the parallels of like, oh yeah, we have one Boy Genius cartoon, and I think they overlap at some point. I know Dexter's Lab went on for like 6
Dexter's,
seasons.
I think it's 4. I don't remember.
Now
But,
on HBO Max it says there's 6, which by the way, season 6 doesn't really hold up as well.
No, it doesn't.
No.
5 and 6 are kind
Yeah,
of
it stops.
trash.
It stops at
honestly.
4. It's like Fairly Odd Parents. It stops at 4. Let's be
yeah, I
honest.
feel
Yeah.
that.
Let's be honest.
The last two seasons of Dexter's Lab were made without Gindi.
That makes sense.
Like, he
I
made 2
thought so.
seasons. He got burnt out. He came back, made 2 seasons, and then made a movie, and then stopped. And then Cartoon Network, them bitches, were just kind of like, hey, we can still make money off of this. Let's do 2 more seasons.
There's
But the
always a problem.
creators not the creator and the other writers aren't coming back. And make 2 more seasons.
We're still paying you. Get to work. No, that made a
Yeah.
lot of sense. I'm like, this just doesn't feel the same.
It was a
But-
Seto Kaiba moment. Like, kind of screw the rules. We have money.
No, a Sato Kappa moment is when you do that and it works out.
What were you saying, Kelz?
No, it's a Seto Kaiba moment when you say, Yugi, I'll jump off this fucking cliff. Sorry. No, talking about the overlap between Jimmy Neutron's broadcast release and our show we're talking about here, Dexter's Laboratory. Dexter's Lab ended in 2003 with a slight overlap of Jimmy Neutron in 2002 with the first episode in July
Yeah.
20th.
Like-
So, you know, it was really like spiritual successor. Gendy fucked off to go do fun Gendy shit. And they were like,
Jimmy Neutron.
Nickelodeon was just kind of
Nickelodeon.
like, they did the
Oh,
Boy
okay.
Genius thing, let's do ours.
Yeah.
but in CG.
Um, So, am I the only one who stands on the camp of like Jimmy Neutron is slightly better than Dexter's Laboratory?
Possibly.
Yeah. Well, I get.
I'll tell
I
you.
have a hard time agreeing with it because Dexter's Lab is way more nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
This is one of the first shows I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
And this introduced me to a lot of concepts that I still enjoy today.
Yeah.
And with how experimental it is, there's a lot I enjoy about it.
Yeah.
But the consistency of my enjoyment with Jimmy Neutron is higher than what it is with Dexter's Lab. And I do think that Jimmy is a altogether better put together show.
Yeah.
But kind of a toss up, honestly.
I feel like
Kai, to relate this to another podcast we have done,
Yes.
it's like comparing Evangelion to Cross Odds. You know,
no fire.
one took the formula and then just went even more ridiculous in every prospective component. But yeah,
Dragons, bruh. Yeah. And I feel like for Jimmy Neutron, for me, it's really the side characters that add the flair. Because I don't think Jimmy is necessarily better than Dexter. But I just like Jimmy's dad is hilarious. Like Sheen is absolutely hilarious. Carl
There's
is
a
hilarious.
point to the
Yeah.
side characters.
And like I love like the Haas Delgado character because he's like literally so reminiscent of like, well, he's not, like the dude. Is there a Haas Delgado character?
Monkey.
No, not Monkey. Like the dude, like because you saw the spy movie, and then like it was like, the dude who was the spy who fell in love with beautiful, gorgeous. I don't like whatever his name is.
Fusion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
the James Bond riff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
He's
like
just-
Nick Fusion or
he's
something
just-
like that. I can't remember.
Because I just remember the episode. He's like, "Anybody tell you got a really big head, kid? Like, do you need to see a doctor?" Like,
It's not a tumor.
So I really like that. I enjoy comparing shows like this because it's the same theme,
yeah.
but it almost feels like a spiritual successor in that Dexter's Laboratory started in 1993.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then to wind up with the next generation in 2002, taking kind of the reins of the concept,
Wow. That was
and then
2002.
doing it with a new network and a new animation technique, and then taking it in their own direction. I enjoy examining the evolution
Yeah.
of a show like this.
Do we have a current Boy Genius show? Like,
Ben
corn-
10. No.
No.
Oh, God.
I can't.
No, but Johnny Test. Yes.
Well, no,
Johnny
he's
Test
he's
keeps
not
going.
a boy. He's not a boy genius though. He's
You got
actually
two
really
genius
stupid.
sisters. It follows a similar formula. I think it counts.
I could see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
The sisters are the geniuses this time. He's just the test subject.
Bling
with
Bling's
his
a
talking
genius.
dog.
So, and he's
That's
a boy.
what makes it unique.
We got Bling Bling. He's a genius.
What's a bling bling?
Bling Bling boy.
He's
from
the
Johnny
man
Test.
dark. Yeah, he's the man
Oh,
dark
okay.
in Johnny Test. Pretty
Said,
much.
Susan, love me.
What other shows scream boy genius?
I can't really think of any, honestly. Like,
I
I'm trying to. I mean, you got Wade, but he's not a boy genius. Like Kim is like the female version. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can't really think of any besides Jimmy Neutron and Dexter's Laboratory and
I think the boy
Does
genius
Cyber Chase
role
count?
in recent years has shifted into more of a support character. Or
Yeah, I think it's become basically a trope. Kind of like
Yeah.
a Jeremy and Code Lyoko. It's just the kid in the chair. Just giving all the techno babble.
Wait,
Phineas
I'm
and Ferb.
glad-
Phineas and Ferb.
That I think
Okay.
would be the closest
Yeah,
one
Phineas
to a
and Ferb.
modern
I don't know
version.
how we
think that
forgot
is-
that yet.
But
I mean, it's done Aaron, but like it's probably the predecessor
They don't-
of that.
They don't call themselves geniuses though. They just kind of do what they do, which is like
But they're geniuses, bruh. They invent.
no,
everything.
they are because they could do whatever the heck they want. But that's the thing. They don't say, "Oh yeah, we're so smart. We make all A's in school. We're nerds and we do whatever."
They don't go to
But,
school.
like,
Watch the cartoon, Strange.
I know they don't go to school, but you know what I mean. They don't brag
it's
about.
fucking summer, my guy.
I love the episode. Somebody was like,
Days of summer vacation. They need a shuffle button for that playlist on Disney Plus.
oh my god.
I don't want to watch episodes in order. I just want to watch random ones.
Yeah.
Like the
Unless
old
it's
days.
a two-parter. Yeah, right.
The Weekenders. No, that doesn't count. Yeah, I think Phineas and Ferb was the last one I can like think of, and by me I mean like Google, because I don't count Rick and Morty. Pinky and the Brain, maybe.
I wouldn't call that a boy genius
I
show.
wouldn't call that
No.
a boy genius show.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even call Rick and Morty boy genius. Like Morty's not even smart. Like
yeah.
Yeah, he's smart enough to figure out Rick's technology.
I mean, press button.
and he's like, okay, Morty, we gotta. I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, Family Guy. There you go. Family Guy. Stewie.
Who's a genius? Oh, I mean,
Dude.
but that's been
No.
going on for like years. Does that count
But-
anymore?
Stewie.
But also, it's not the primary
Yeah.
protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
Phineas
the
and
main
Ferb was the last
Yeah,
one of the
I
era,
think-
I feel like.
Probably. But speaking of Family Guy, there's actually some people who worked on Dexter's Lab here who went on to do other really big things in the industry, like
Wow.
Seth MacFarlane.
Ooh.
He
Makes
actually
a lot of
wrote
sense.
and directed episodes of, I think directed, but he definitely wrote episodes of Dexter's Lab and worked on Johnny Bravo
Shout
before
out to Seth.
going off to create Family Guy.
Shout out to
That's
my goat.
crazy.
Yeah, shout out to my goat.
Yeah, but
Yeah, written 4
There-
episodes in 1998. Wow.
who was it? But there's also a guy called Clay Morrow. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Uh-huh.
He actually did the Cuphead series we did a podcast on a
Oh.
while back.
Oh, wow.
He was the head writer on that.
All
crazy.
right.
That's cuckoo for
Okay.
Cuckoo Puffs, bro. Wow.
Yeah,
So, like,
some crazy shit.
it is. And then you got
And if
Craig, who did...
Craig?
Yeah.
did a-
Craig did Wander Over Yonder.
Oh, dude, I love Wonder Over Yonder. I'm so sad it canceled. Oh,
It's okay.
sorry, I just had to lament
No, it's
again.
okay.
Have y'all not watched Wonder Over Yonder?
No, because it
What's
was
a
stupid.
wander over yonder?
Oh, it's not stupid. It's
It's
actually really funny. No, it's funny.
So, yeah, he did Wander Over Yonder. He was creative. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Wander Over Yonder is not stupid. I just like trolling
I don't
strange.
feel like
If you
you are
like it, you
joking.
like it. Love yourself, ho. Whoever you are.
Man. Disney.
Yeah. So Wander, he did. Oh wow, he was an executive producer on the regular show. For the pilot, he did Chowder, which everybody hates, like except me. I don't know.
Who hates
It
Chowder?
has-
certainly
it
do.
has some funny stuff.
Well,
in it.
there.
Okay, maybe Zog just hates Chowder, but like I
I am
love.
perfectly fine being the only person who does, but
I-
I think Zach may hate it too.
No.
I feel like
I feel like that era of stuff, Chowder, Flapjack,
Rada.
is just not the vibe for Zog.
Yeah.
that's a fair statement.
But like I love Chowder, and like the whole Rada thing is just like it's like it was the original I Am Groot. People were like, "Oh, I love how he just said one word." I was like, "Schnitzel literally did this, like literally did this in 2009, but no one cared then. But we magically care because Vin Diesel's family." But
But Craig McCracken that you mentioned,
yeah,
he's one of the creators of Powerpuff Girls.
yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
done a lot. I was getting there. I was saving the pick. Whoa, but like, yeah, no, he's done a lot. He's like a whole like dude, and he's the creator of also whoosh. I found this out today, and I texted Strange. Craig is also the creator of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which is coming back, confirmed today.
Yes.
It's coming back.
Yes,
Coming back. I don't know
Hell
why,
yeah.
but yes.
that and the OG Powerpuff Girls are coming back. And I'm just like, hey, that's Craig too. Craig? Hey,
That's
it
fucking
worked
awesome.
out. It worked out. Like, make sure you put Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends in the tag. So,
And Symbiotic Titan, please come back.
please.
Please.
I will sacrifice
But,
3 of Strange's pillows in the background.
For the love of God, please
Goddamn.
come back.
One
You
other
could, you
guy
could
do-
come sacrifice these pillows if you want
I
to.
will. Sorry, Data.
Alright. There is consent
He's
given.
not in the room right
He's
now,
going
so-
for it. But, there's one other guy on the team that I do want to mention.
Ginny,
Uh,
Gindi Kalakowski.
I mean, this whole month's dedicated to it. So,
Yeah.
Besides the main guy, Chris Riccardi, I think that's
Did
how you
he
pronounce
make
it.
Riccardi?
No,
Riccardi.
Riccardi.
Oh.
He did Ren and Stimpy. He was also a part of Powerpuff Girls. He was a writer for the DreamWorks movie Megamind and the Lego movie.
Lego movie, yes.
Oh.
Megamind, eh.
No.
Megamind's awesome.
What?
Eh.
How do you hate on Megamind? What do you mean? Yeah. Get outta here.
Hard, eh. Hard, eh.
No.
Megamind.
So
was
this
eh.
man looks like a big storyboard artist and character designer.
Yeah.
Everything you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack, Dexter's Lab, Grim Adventures, Powerpuff Girls,
He
Foster.
did I Am Weasel.
We
He did
love it.
storyboards for My Life as a Teenage Robot, Escape from Cluster Prime, the TV movie.
We love
Wow.
it. We love it.
SpongeBob, Monsters vs. Aliens, Chowders. He's worked on Shrek Forever After.
Like, I heard once that the cartoon business is like the production business. It's really the same people doing everything. Which I'm okay with.
Makes sense, I guess. But yeah.
When you're good, you're good. It's a
Yeah.
slip pool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You could keep
What do
earning
you-
a living doing it. Why not? And like, going back a little bit, and I just thought about this. I could definitely see a lot of Gindy's influence on Dexter's Laboratory itself, when especially during the fight scenes and stuff, when you got like those close up cuts of like the fist being punched and everything. I literally just picked up on it. I don't know why. Even watching back on it, I was like, yeah. But I'm like, no, wait. No, he did this in Samurai Jack as well.
Well, this was before Samurai Jack, so like,
No, I know, but I'm just saying he carried that over
Yeah.
to Samurai Jack. The close up of
Yeah.
the boom, bam, pow.
yeah, no. Shout out to that. Shout out to Ginny. Yeah, like I feel like Dexter's has a lot of hidden gems in it.
It does.
It's definitely one of like the pillars of Cartoon Network. That's without a doubt. Like, you gotta give it respect. Like Gindy, more so, but like Dexter's Laboratory, like pillar. Like, I'm so like when we this quick sidebar. What would y'all say the pillars are? Like, if I'm talking Cartoon Network, I have to mention these. We know Dexter's is one, but like, what are some others? Powerpuff.
Dexter's.
Powerpuff Girls. I'd throw Scooby Doo in there because
Scooby Doo.
I would.
Cartoon Network basically started as just reruns of Hanna-Barbera shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Grant,
Like,
I would throw that in there. Yeah.
and then this one might be like slightly controversial, but like, I also actually no. I don't think Courage will be controversial. I think Courage was a big one.
I say Toonami was a pillar.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
a
Oh,
hot
deaf,
minute there.
deaf, most deaf.
Toonami just itself was a pillar.
Justice League is the one I think might be controversial because didn't Justice League air somewhere else?
No.
Not really. Batman the Animated Series aired somewhere else originally. Superman the Animated Series aired somewhere else originally.
Superman
I
aired on
think.
Disney. Yeah,
I
it's
think.
weird.
But I think by the time they got to Justice League, it was just on Cartoon Network.
Were they ever in the cartoon block? Because I don't remember them. Like,
They weren't on like cartoon kind of thing.
yeah.
It was a little after that when they came on. But by the time Justice League was becoming a thing, it was just like, we don't care where it fits. We're putting it on there twice. Once in the morning and once at night.
Gang, because it was like hot shit. Hot stuff.
And part of the challenge there too is that the Justice League is probably airing at the same time that Static Shock is. And Static Shock is on Kids WB.
Yeah.
Why they will always be a goat for me. And they're after school, man. Did you notice like all of like WB? We're gonna have to do a WB podcast. Trains, put it in the notes, please. But like, did you notice that all the WB shows had like the message afterward, like Jackie Chan Adventures, like Static Shock, like freaking Shaolin Showdown, like when Omi was like, "Don't be." Like, what was it he said? He was like, basically, like, be a feminist, don't be misogynistic. He's like, I learned that women can do everything we can. Like, that was the whole thing after the episode. Like, because he was, like, telling Komiko she couldn't do something. And, like, It was a whole thing. I was like, did they really just like do this? But like in Animaniacs too, like all those
Did
shows.
they really have Tara Strong voice that whole
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody
Yes,
except
all.
Clay, right? Was Tara Strong?
No.
Okay.
Tara Strong was just Omi.
I thought she was Kimiko too.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry to that person. My bad.
Although not like I would, wouldn't be surprising if it was honestly because Tara Strong is like I could voice. My voice is like
I mean, honestly,
The
she's
universe.
usually voicing the little boy.
I can voice the world.
I could
I'm
voice the
Chase
world,
Young.
You would never know.
Fucking Alana from Symbionic Titan last week. That's one of the only female characters she actually voices.
Proud of her.
She's usually a little boy.
Yeah. Tommy Pickles, right? Was her first?
Yep,
As is
Tommy.
the
Tommy
tradition.
Pickles, Timmy
Um,
Turner,
Yep.
Omi, Kid Ben Tennyson.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, I didn't know
Naruto.
that. That's crazy.
Just kidding.
She's not Naruto.
I
I
know.
love-
I'm just joking.
I love the tradition of women voicing Shonen protagonists.
Yes. Hey, Naruto.
Naruto in the English
Luffy.
and Japanese.
Yeah,
Luffy,
Luffy.
Goku.
It's so
like-
great. It's so great.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's great. Shout out
Rounding out
to women.
Dexter.
Yes.
Go ahead. Yeah, shout out to women. Rounding out Dexter's Laboratory. What a nostalgic show. What a thing to look back on. What a way for Gendy to really get his opportunity to make a thing and run off with it and get bored with it and get burnt out and then go off to do his own shit. And then continue to make great, crazy, wonderful animation in the
Prove that
Western
he is the
edition.
goat.
Yes. Proud of you, G.
Final thoughts?
If you haven't watched Dexter's Laboratory, why did you go through this whole podcast? But like, shout out to like Dexter's Laboratory. Watch Dexter's Laboratory. And I don't want to see it get a reboot. I want to say that. I want to leave it where it is. It's not one of the
I
things
don't-
I feel like needs a reboot.
I don't feel like it would do good with the reboot if it had like an overall arcing story. I don't feel like that.
The
would work
only
for
way
Dexter's
it gets a
at all.
reboot
If
it
seasons
does.
5 and 6 are any indication, if Gendy ain't attached to it, don't do it.
The only way it gets a reboot is if Gendy comes back and it's a crossover with Robot Boy. That's the only way I'll watch it.
You just want
Hey, my business.
and you want that the Disney Pixar crossover too.
My business.
We can mind all we want, but it ain't gonna erase what's there.
My business.
But yeah, Dexter's Laboratory. As Kai said, it's a pillar of classic Cartoon Network generated content. When network competition was a thing, Dexter's Laboratory was an early major player in the game, along with shows like Powerpuff Girls,
Totally
Johnny
Spies.
Bravo, and Totally Spies wasn't made by fucking anyway. But yeah, that's different generation.
Always gonna
Whatever.
find a way to bring up Totally Spy.
We know.
Yes.
But as Dexter Laboratory persists in the universe, so do we here at Content Breaker. So you can catch all of our episodes all on your general podcasters that you prefer. We're talking Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast at Content Breaker, or on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Content Breaker. Or, of course, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, ContentBreaker.com. Boom. Get it right there. Gentlemen, y'all have stuff too.
Yes. You can find me at wkgc.org, 90.7
Why?
on the
Why?
morning. Oh, no, sorry.
No.
No.
Why?
Literally none of us. You can catch none of us here, and I've got to cut that shit out for separation of my shit. Thanks, man.
You can find me at Static
I'm leaving it
Threads on Twitter.
That's it. Strange, what are you doing?
Nothing.
You can find me at Strangely It on Twitter. Also look for me Strangely Entertaining on Twitch and YouTube, where there will be stuff on YouTube eventually, but I do stream Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Central Time. So yeah.
Hell yeah. And of course, the other product, your typical Shonen Protagonist on all your podcatchers, where last week we talked about Cross On, a crazy giant robot anime with fan service and dragons, man. It got wild. Just
How have I
like
not seen this?
every
You're a coward.
I like both those things.
just like everything Gendy Tartakovsky has ever produced. We have one more week of Gendy month.
And of this
Dog.
podcast.
One more to go. We
What are we
going
doing?
from his first. We going from his first to his latest. We talking primal.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Primal next week on Gendy month. Oh, good. Oh, geez.